What's good, MooMoo crew? Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. Just as the title suggests, we are going to be taking a look at some of my all-time favorite fall worlds for The Sims 3. These are fall themed, fall inspired. We're here in Dronningslund. I think that this is a really great fall inspired world. It looks like summer now, and it is summer now, but I think that this world really comes to life, especially in the fall and the winter time. So a lot of these worlds, like, I treat them more like vacation worlds. We can do here, when you have testing cheats enabled true on, go ahead and shift click the ground, go to seasons, change season to fall. Just like that. So automatically it's fall. We have 30 days into winter. And what I like to do with this cheat is I like to revamp my worlds and like really build it up to make it feel more like a vacation world. So it doesn't have as many rabbit hole slots, because I also like to populate my worlds and give those locals jobs, but they won't have as many, like this wouldn't be here. And I just like to give it like a vacation tweak instead. Places where you can go and take pictures, where you can go shop. But you guys have probably seen Dronningslund, but in case there's people there that haven't seen Dronningslund, I'm just going to show you guys a bit of what it looks like. So yeah, it's changing into fall like instantly, and then over the next couple of hours you're going to see like the trees change and stuff. We might not be in here long enough for that to happen. I got some more worlds to show you guys here, but yeah, so this is what it starts to look like in fall. I think that this is a pretty decently sized world to travel to in your game. And also I will be doing an NROS traveler guide, but basically once you finish revamping your world, you're going to take the NDH file in the save folder and you're going to put it in your current save folder. So when you travel to Dronningslund, everything that you put in place, every bit of CC that you put in there, the seasons, the locals, everything will be exactly as you left it in that save file. So that's how you can have like a more enhanced traveling experience. But personally, when I revamp Dronningslund, I tend to take out a lot of these buildings. Like, I get that it's for like a more European style, which I do appreciate. I do like that European style, don't get me wrong. It's just that, like you see here with the rooftops and stuff, I do like it. I can't remember though. I don't think I take them out. I think I end up blacking out a lot of stuff and just using them as shells to make it look, you know, good. I'm pretty sure that's what I do instead. Yeah, they're just shells mainly. But let me show you around Dronningslund. Maybe you can get some ideas about how you would revamp them. So we've got a couple of entrances here, I think. So we got an entrance over here, and then we've got another one over here. Yeah, so this is like a fashion store. So let's just go in. You got your mannequins over here, your posters. And go through this door. It's set up pretty nicely. Now you guys already know how to make this functional, but you just put the Annie into the future stands down here, and you can set up 4 different outfits here if you want. Now I really struggle to find, these are, it's a styling station. I do really struggle to find like fall themed worlds. Like off the top of my head, the #1 fall themed world I would always travel to in every save file is like France, like Paris. And I know we do have it in The Sims 3, but it's just so large. And it would be like a huge revamp project for me personally. Like, I remember a couple years ago, I did revamp the World Adventure worlds, and it took me like several weeks. It took me several weeks, but I did so well. And then obviously I lost that save file. But yeah, so that was the clothing room. Let's go explore some more. I guess we can go to the courtyard over here, which is really nice. Really big open space, nice big tree right there in the middle. I'm gonna come out here. It is a bit laggy, but you know, I just changed the season and it's the first day, so it's to be expected. But the world itself runs really well. And so we got the tattoo station here. It's like a tattoo shop. We got 2 different booths, the front, and then, well, 4 different booths. And then I'm just gonna straight up come out here, because you have to come out of this way to come around. And this looks like a cafe, a University Life bakery thing. Yeah, you can come here and get coffee. This is interestingly locked up. See, nothing in there, but yeah, you got this. This is really nice how they decorated that. That looks really pretty. You got some seating areas over here, some books, and then probably bathrooms if I had to check, if I had to guess. Yeah, bathrooms. Really nice little compact space in here. So that's what that looks like. That was the Cronin Salon and Cafe here. So lots of blacked out space. The Parkade Shopping, we can take a look at that next. So these are houses, though, if we want to just stick to section by section. These are houses. So you can put locals in here. You can make whoever you think would live in a house like this. I think it's built really intricately. I do like intricate architecture, just in general. But I think you can have a lot of fun in here. Looks really pretty. Take some screens while we're here. And then you have this house over here. So you can make like, these obviously look like wealthy houses, like wealthy people houses. But I see they have like a cat, probably. You can put a cat in this household. And this world is unpopulated too. So that's why I'm talking about it like this. And then these are row houses. Yeah, these are like row houses. Only one of them is functional. But if you are populating this with locals, what you can do is I'm going to link the tutorial, but you put something on like this side of the door while the other one is like blacked out, and then you can control shift click the door and turn it into an NPC door. So what's going to happen is the game is going to generate NPCs that live in that door. And that came with late night, I think, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that came with late night. It was meant to make it look like you have neighbors in your apartment and you'll see them going in and out of their apartments even though it's blacked out and you can't actually see it. And that's for, I believe, just performance, honestly. So it's a really cool feature that came with the game. So if you want, like, this looks like the actual furnished house and then everything else is blacked out. So then you would just do 1, 2, 3, 4 NPC doors, and they'll just make random NPCs that live in these blacked out houses. And that's how you get that a little bit more realistic without too much of a performance hit. And so here we go. Here's another empty house. It's like a nice little house at the end of the block. Lots of so they play soccer a lot in this town. I guess there's some huge soccer fans. But then you get them over here, and it's like a nice walk out. You know what? This reminds me of that one European looking world in The Sims 4. So it's kind of crazy how like we've always had like a lot of things from The Sims 4 available to us in The Sims 3. But oh, look at that. Look at those views. Oh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. Hold on. Let me go over here. Yes. This is where my clouds, like my cloud replacer really shines, I think. But so what I was explaining is you can come, this is like, you can only get here through walking. So when you come off the street, you can come through here, you can come through over here, come meet up here. And it's not an actual lot either. So kind of like a hidden lot. You come here and sit down and talk and relax and stuff. I think it's really nice. Probably looks even better at night. But I think the landscaping, the way that they did the landscaping in this world is just amazing. I am a big fan of like highly detailed landscaping in worlds. And this one's just 10 out of 10. They did so well. It stops about up here, and I'm not too sure which part, like where you're coming from when you're traveling into this world. But let's go take a look at this one. This is also an empty house, and honestly, like this could be an Airbnb. This could be a vacation home. And if you just want to live in this world too and not vacation to it, that's also entirely up to you as well. And it comes with a garden. It's like a little farm thing. I mean, you could do a lot with this in terms of role play, right? Like long lost great aunt dies and leaves you this house as an inheritance. Just the little details like this that just makes it all worthwhile and come together. Seems to be like a little walking path. Yeah, it's a little walking path. And it's the fall, so I guess the water is freezing over. You can just do a lot of hiking out here outside of the city. I mean, just imagine that view as you're watching your sim just walk. And it stops here, and then, well, there's like an empty lot here. You can make that whatever you want to make that. 𝗪cie𝗇𝘆 Lake. So this is going to freeze over in the winter too. And that's why I say like this world is really pretty to play in the fall and winter especially. And it does come to life in the summertime, but like there's not a lot of worlds I feel like that really play well with all the seasons. Like there's worlds that they just look so beautiful in the summer and then it feels weird, in the fall and winter. But I think Dronningslund looks good in all the seasons, but I do love a world that can handle fall and winter like really aesthetically. So we've got a beach over here. 𝗙𝗍𝗆 promenade. And it's been a while since I looked at Dronningslund, so it's gonna be like the first time for me in a while. I definitely forgot some things in here. See here, you got a beach. And it feels like, I don't know, like it feels European, but also British inspired too. Because I feel like you see a lot of stuff like this on British beaches. Like we have umbrellas on American beaches, but okay, there we go with soccer. There's a secret soccer cult in this world, I think. I'm starting to think that. But yeah, so you have this little, I guess, beach cafe. I would turn this just straight up into a beach shop, personally. You guys know I love a beach shop. I might even put pictures of a beach shop I created. I've made two, but I love them so much. They were just so realistic to put like on a boardwalk or something. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put screens up here to show you guys that. And there's also a diving spot, as you guys probably saw a little bit earlier. There's a diving spot here. And is this a hidden? Oh, this is hidden. I didn't know that. Wow. See, there was like a lot more care put into Dronningslund than I last remember. I didn't get to look at everything. That's pretty cool. But yeah, you got a diving spot here. It comes with one. So, you know, that's really cool. If you do want to do stuff in the summer, there is something for you to do here in the summer for sure. And then go to the beach. And here, 𝗙𝗆𝗆𝗆. I don't know what that is. Let's go see. Whatever could you be? Okay, so this is where rabbit holes are supposed to be. So I'm going to assume this is where the city hall rabbit hole is supposed to be. You guys know me, I would just build this out and leave this all blacked out, and then I would put like deco sims around, like walking, put some benches up, have them sitting down. I'm gonna be honest, I hate these little base game tables. I hate these chess table. No, I wouldn't want that either. But okay, they got some stuff here for pets, which is really cool because you typically never see stuff like just laying around for pets now and then. I would probably remove that, but I would definitely build out this is like a really pretty take on City Hall. I rarely see, you know, City Hall lots being built in The Sims 3 like to be playable, but if you've ever played the political career, it is pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. And you can run like fundraisers and stuff, and it is pretty fun to play it. But I think this is a really well built, like the architecture of a City Hall, I think this is really well built personally. But yeah, so that was that area, very Europeanish. And then you have like these whole docks area over here, which is really cool. This looks really, you know what, this reminds me of the dock areas in Schedule 1. A lot of boats out here. You would think it would be laggy, right? Let's see. With all these boats. Not even a little bit. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. But then let's see. I could have sworn, you guys always know I'm gonna be like, I thought we could rent these, and I swear we can, like, unless this is just the Mandela effect and thousands of other people remember being able to rent boats and not have to actually purchase them. Like, you could rent them for like an hour or something. I can't be going crazy. I know you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so you have this here, and then ooh, look at this little houseboat here. It looks like a yacht just straight up. So that's really, yeah, it does. I really like this. I wonder if, I gotta take a look at that and build by mode and see how they did that, because that looks really, really cool. But yeah, nice little yacht here, so you guys can go out on the water, and you know, nice little rich family, probably wealthy family, gets on the yacht and has just like a little nice time on the water. Lots of space to travel in the water. You can come all around here and then come out here, and then you could go around and come around out here to this. Oh, there's two diving spots. There's two diving spots. That is cool. That is cool. That is cool. But yeah, you can travel like all around. So much space to travel on the water. And let's actually take a look at this before we go back to the docks. Little area island here. You know what I would do? Because the adventure awaits EP for The Sims 4 just gave me so many ideas. I would make like a Love Island kind of thing here and have just singles showing. Have singles show up here and noodle and mingle and stuff. Set something up here. Maybe have some little houses coming out on the water. Yeah, because it's about here. Maybe I might move it even a little bit closer into the water, so that it looks like you just have like these platforms floating in the water. That would look really nice. And then we've got something over here too, another house. Look at that. Oh wow, look at what they did with the flora. That is so pretty. I love these little things, these little princess castle tower things. It is giving like old English, but it's just super European too at the same time. Like it's definitely, and it looks like there's some stuff to clear here too. There might be some special surprises on this lot. It's definitely a you have to build this house up kind of thing, which I do like. Something I do like a challenge like that, like a do-it-yourself project. Oh, there you go, another story. Another roleplay story. I might play in Dronningslund, honestly, and like it's been a while since I've actually played in it, but it's looking real tasty. It's looking like something I definitely want to sink my fangs into a little bit more. It's been a while. I think I only played in Dronningslund for a little bit, but I was really impressed the first time I opened this world. And this is 𝗏𝗪𝖏 Park, so that's what we're looking at here. Looks like you come down here, got a giant bonfire, a lot of seating, university keg stand, a grill over there. So you got some logs over here. Looks really pretty. Again, fall and winter Dronningslund, it just fits all 4 seasons personally. So you've got something over here. Oh, okay, it's like a dip down. Okay, and then you've got these swan things. Is this what we can rent? No, we can still only just purchase them. I gotta Google that. I could have sworn we could rent these, but these are really romantic. Something really romantic. And it looks like you could potentially travel all up and down this river. Maybe stop about here because I don't think you can go underneath that. No, but you can come like all up and down it this way. Be a nice fun little zip-in slide-in adventure a little bit, right? You got this lot. If we look inside of it, okay, and then I guess this is where you go to purchase the boat. It's deco, and then you just got that bathroom there, and then nice little seating arrangements. We took a look at this. Actually, I don't think I showed you guys this. This does not have a name. I'm gonna look at it anyway. Looks maybe closed down. You know what? You might be able to bring this town back to life then if so many things are so closed down here. Yeah, oh, it's like a warehouse. This must be where, oh, dancing. I guess you can turn this into like a fish market or something maybe. But I imagine you'd have to buy it first. Oh, look at that. I like that structure in the bathroom. Looks pretty realistic, doesn't it? Looks really nice. And then got this boat here, speedboat cabin. That is super realistic. You got your the gate in the back. This looks a bit inconspicuous though, right? Like no rabbit hole maybe by the docks. That makes sense. This is really cool. Is this a create a world object? Because I don't know how to find this, but I would love to use this in other worlds. So you got some other houses here. So a container house or container styled house. And then this one, very modernist, a first floor house. Let's open that. I do want to see what's on the inside of that. Okay, walk in here. It's like the front door. Immediately find your dining room and two beds, 2 bedrooms. This looks like the master, and your kitchen. It's a little strange. And then you got your living room and play area and your bathroom. This is giving like more of a European house layout. That's what it's giving a little bit more to me. And then you've got these 2 little objects here, which is very, I wouldn't say suspicious looking, but it does look very nice, very put together. That's the word. Like this world has a very finished, polished kind of look to it. Got the pool area here. And this one I always thought was this lot. I was impressed by, like, I've never seen anything like this before, but it's a community pool. So they can come out here and swim, and they can take the jacuzzi and then actually swim in here. And then also lifeguard can be here. But yeah, so that's the pool. And it looks like you're kind of swimming out into the ocean a bit too. And then you got this, which is a salt works. So this is a dance club. Oh, okay, so this is the front part or the left side part of the pool, and you can come down and swim some more. Very large pool area in general. Lots of places to sit, and then you got some lounges. And then here is your dance club. Just go ahead and open that because I know it's not open currently. So it looks like there's an elevator that takes you up here to the top. There's a bar here. Then you've got these. I do like that. That's like a caged in kind of look. Definitely looks a little bit more, I don't want to say rustic, but more edgy, more modern and edgy. Down here, so you get these bathrooms, and I still like this structure here that they did with the bathrooms. And then down again, empty. Yeah, so I think a lot of things in this world are made like hybrid shells, hybrid functional lots, mainly because it really helps complete the look of the world, like in general. So you've got your bubble machines and your upstairs and the bar area up here. I come down, there is how do you get in here? I think, are these sliding doors? Probably. And then you have your bouncer area and then your band area in here. Let's come open this door. That might be too tight of a fit, but with the 𝗏𝗏𝗎𝗔 space mod, that should probably not give you any issues. And then you got your dance floor and then your sitting areas, which gives you a nice little view a bit into the pool. So that's good. And then you have these, maybe this isn't like a VIP area. I wouldn't consider it that, but it's just like another part of the dance club. Let's go ahead and close this back up. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think we're gonna look at everything. I'm just gonna look at some really interesting parts where you could think about like keeping them or getting rid of them and making something else completely. Let's go look at the Queen's 𝗙𝗵𝗆𝗆. Okay, so let me see. Nice little, really interesting structures here at the top. Looks very pretty. Looks very pretty. Let's go down. Let's start from the bottom this time. So we're gonna come in this really pretty ballroom-esque, like Bridgerton style, Bridgerton style ceiling in here. It's a Baroque, I think it's called. Baroque style. Builders unite. You already know what I'm talking about. So you got all these statues out here, which is really pretty. Very white, very clean. Clean girl. Clean girl look out here. You just come around and obviously explore and view them all. And there is a door over here and I want to see that door. Oh, it just takes you back around. Okay. And then there's a courtyard out here too, which you can get out through here. Nice closed off bit courtyard. And then let's take a look at, ooh, okay, so you can come in here, give a little speech, it looks like. And they've got a cello down there, so no one's actually meant to be down there, but it makes it look fancy. You know, someone's giving a speech while someone plays like the violin or a cello. Maybe even a harp. If you have harp CC, you can put that down there. I think that would look really nice. So you got this bathroom in here, more Baroque style. And then back here looks like just a dressing stage area. Yeah, lots of seating. And then you got these stairs, so we'll go up and you got your artwork. It's really pretty. You got some stuff from China, got some stuff from Egypt, and any France stuff in here? Do we ever? Looks like maybe not. Maybe. Okay, and then you got like a upper seating area for down here for whoever's giving their speech, which is really interesting. And I believe the rest of this is, oh, there's more, but how do you get up here? How do you get up here? How? Okay, through here. Okay, so there's like a third floor with more statues and stuff. They are a bit out of place for me. I don't know if I would do it like this. I think I would just kind of stick to the second floors and black everything else out. That's the museum. Feel really pretty. And then I also want to take a look at this graveyard too, because it looks kind of interesting. So yeah, so you can come down here and have your Sims sit and just look at the water a bit. There's also seems to be a structure here before you get to that. Oh, I thought that was a rabbit hole. That's cool. So, okay, and there's more seating in here. And then I'm thinking now, like, this would probably be a great place to throw a funeral, maybe? A funeral party? Great place to throw a You know what I'm trying to say. And it looks like someone built like a custom tomb. Someone probably, I don't know, very expensive died here, if I had to guess. Remains. That's cool though. That's cool. A lot of little details in here. It's honestly, it's up to you what you want to keep or not. I think I would keep a lot of these structures here and just revamp them. Probably make smaller shops and block out everything else. And use a lot of the skip markers too, so that you're not always having to depend on your up and down buttons to get your point across. So this looks like just deco too, because you can't get up here. So it looks like deco, but I'm not really, oh, there's like a ladder that comes up here. I mean, can they? It'd be interesting if they could, but, and then you got them here too anyway, so it doesn't matter. And this is just the second floor. You got your chests and your couches and then your bathrooms and then little weird random rooms. But let's go on the first floor. Yeah, this is definitely a royal library for sure. We got a vending machine there, which is pretty cool. And yeah, they definitely make some packs. This is from Supernatural for sure. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh my, yeah, it's a lot of books. And then you've got your, I would definitely revamp this. I wouldn't use as many functional bookcases. Obviously the creator had to do what they had to do to get the look, but I would use like deco bookcases and books instead. Very large though, very grand area for sure. But yeah, so that's Dronningslund. I'm not gonna go too into detail with everything. I honestly want you guys to check this out yourself, but if this is too big of a world for you to like vacation to, or like, you know, you want something a little bit more manageable to revamp, I got you with the next two worlds that I'm going to show you after this. But I just wanted to get Dronningslund out of the way because I think it's a really beautiful world, and I wouldn't just use this as a vacation world for the fall. I would actually like play in this world. It reminds me of, I'm going to put on the screen the Sims 4 European world. It reminds me of that world, and we had it like, it predates that world in the Sims 4. So we've already had it. So I think like if you look up builds for that world specifically, and that, I think that would just give you so many ideas on what to do in Dronningslund, honestly. So I hope that that's inspired you guys and you have a lot of fun looking up Sims 4 builds for that world and then like recreating them in the Sims 3. So we're gonna come right back with some of these other worlds that I have to show you. I will see you soon. Okay, so now we are back here in Pinewood Island. This is by 𝗏𝐿𝐶𝑖S in their Vacation Worlds pack. I literally wish more creators made vacation worlds because vacation worlds go so hard in the Sims 3, bro. Like, but you guys have, if you are an OG of my YouTube channel, you remember watching me revamp this. You would have remembered. And this is a camp, so you can do like a summer camp thing here too, but I see it just more as like a family vacation spot more than like just for kids and teens. You would have seen me revamp this. You would have definitely remembered watching this. I put like realistic tents out here. I moved stuff around. I put like a trailer out here. Like, it was really pretty. It was really pretty the way that I did this. You know, you got your little lake here. And what is it? I think Frenzy Simmer does a really nice like lake house rental Airbnb, and that's what I was inspired by to do in here. But just by itself, like with no CC, this build already snaps. Like it already snaps. I just decorated the hell out of it. That's it. I just cluttered it up. And I did change like the flooring a little bit. Not so much these, because I actually like this pattern texture because, you know, it looks what it needs. It's giving what it needs to give, you know, very Canadian, woodsy, artsy. Like, I don't know. I really loved it. I really loved it. And then you have the basement down here. So, you know, you got like these little arcade machines, the bathrooms, a kitchen area. This is like a base camp. So when you travel here, other people will come here too. So it'll feel like a more communal Airbnb. I mean, if those things exist. But you can also turn this into like a resort too if you want to. But I think, honestly, I think it fits better as an Airbnb. So here you have your attic area, which lots more beds in here, and, you know, your bathrooms. I believe I just completely revamped this. I took all the beds out and I made it into like a little hangout area at the top with like video game station area. And yeah, I think I even put like a beer pong place up here too. So giving a little bit more partying. And the way I saw it, like I saw families coming here, but then I also saw college students vacationing here together too. So that's kind of what I did with that. And then it's like the main sleeping areas, sleeping quarters. I'm not too sure how many Sims. I think maybe like 7 or 8 if I had to guess, that like the World Adventures base camp lots will send like 7 or 8 randomly generated Sims to the lot. So I do think you should keep that in mind. I do think you should keep that in mind because I don't think I added enough rooms my last time here. But, you know, it's just a very campy, very woodsy type of feel out here. And you don't even need this to be a base camp. You can just make this like a lake house family vacation rental. Like if you have like a very wealthy family and they can afford like an island, I would definitely roleplay something like that here too, for sure. And as you can imagine, this looks amazing in the fall, which is why this is in here. Like this can be used for summer and fall, but it looks beautiful in the fall, which is why I want to show that to you. And then you have this welcome port, which is very like super realistic. And then you have, you know, welcome to Pinewood Island right there, and got your boats, which you can't rent apparently. Feel like I'm being gaslit by reality, but you can't rent these, you have to purchase them. But you know, you go out swimming and let's actually see how far out you can come. So it looks like you can probably come out like around this far out. And then you just have this little area over here, which I thought was an interesting spot. It is really tiny. I believe what I did was I just added like another lot down and made it look more romantic, like a romantic picnic area that you can come to. And that's just kind of how I thought about it. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much to do here, which is what I really like about this place, because it kind of forces you to just like connect with the Sims here that you come here with. It really forces you to do that, I think. So it really forces you to get like very intimate with your Sims, and you got some fishing stuff out, you can fish, and then obviously you know that this world runs really well for anyone, but that's why I would recommend this world, both the summer and fall, and even winter too. You can even come here in the winter time, I think. Yeah, just maybe not spring so much, but summer, fall, and winter for sure. So yeah, this is the Pinewood Island. I will link the vacation pack, world pack, in the description box below. You guys can just have a really, really great time in here, and it's way more manageable to revamp as well. So you can just go crazy with your CC in all 3 lots, and then whichever one else you want to add. Like, let me see if I can show you now. I was able, oh, there. Okay, yeah, something like that. Maybe not, my finger slipped, but something like that I was able to do. And I was able to make like a nice little romantic getaway. I think I put like a cherry blossom tree out here and some blankets and like picnic decor. So yeah, I will show you a picture on the screen of what I was able to like recreate in The Sims 3. Although I didn't see this picture before I made this lot, but it just reminded me of the lot that I made here in The Sims 3. So that's kind of what I was going for. This is a very like get away from technology kind of place. So yeah, definitely think you guys will enjoy this world for sure. So let's go to the next one. Okay, so this last world is Possum's Witch's Isle Revamped Hylewood world, and I love this world. I love this world. It's very supernatural, magical, high fantasy-esque, which, you know, clearly, but you can change this around however way you like. It also kind of reminds me of Adventure Time a little bit, but I always end up changing this world around, especially for my more modern plays. I just really like a lot of Possum's edits to this world. Yeah, but I mainly use this as a vacation world through and through. This is number one a vacation world. Like, I end up changing all of these structures. This one, I think I turned this into something else, maybe like a fashion store. This is a house. This is a magic shop. I think I keep that, especially now because I have a lot more occult shop CC that I've converted. So I will definitely be revamping that at some point. And then obviously I keep the beach. I get rid of these houses. I go more like modern Canadian cabin in the woods type of architecture for these houses. And I turn them into like vacation lots, or yeah, just vacation lots. I think I do a base camp at some point, but like you could do whatever you want with this world. What I really especially like about it is how it already looks like fall when you get in here. And then what I do like is that like the trees are already in a fall kind of aesthetic. Yeah, I just get rid of these. I like Possum's like building style, but it can be very niche, you know? And unless you're doing like a high fantasy medieval, like I would keep this type of world pretty mostly intact, like a high fantasy medieval theme, and like travel to this place like through a pirate ship or something in my medieval save. That's where I would keep these structures. But for modern play, I get rid of them. I don't like it. But yeah, so this bar, I tend to keep this bar because I do like that, like the textures. I know that it takes a while to kind of put something like this together, the Sims 3 textures that you get, but I do like the style, I'm not gonna lie. And you can always appreciate that, especially as a builder yourself. If you know how long it takes to put this together, then you come to appreciate how much time was probably spent to make it look perfect. But so here's the second floor. Got like a little office area in here, and then for some reason washer and dryer too. I guess someone lives in here. A little witches area. You can make alchemy. There's a wand, and then bathrooms, and then the first floor is, as you'd expect, very tavern style, very old town tavern style. You got your rocking chairs, your arcade machine, your books, and then your 2 bars here. And the bartenders come around in the back, and you have a little photo thingy machine over here, and then a little wagon. But I believe that's on the other lot. This is like a witch's circle, I think, and they like dance around the fire. At least that's what it was supposed to look like. And then back here, I think you got this time machine. Yeah, travel to the past, future, blah blah blah. Really, really nice. So this is what I really really like about Possum's builds, because they add a lot of intricate stuff that like you forgot was in the game and you wouldn't even think to put in the lot. So that is why I like Possum stuff. But personally, like, I would take a lot of this stuff out to revamp it for like a more modern style. I would keep the structures. I would change like the walls and maybe the floors. I don't know. I might keep the floors, if I'm being honest. I'm definitely change the texture of these stairs. A little bit too rough looking for me. I might keep that time machine. I'm definitely taking out the photo booth and the arcades and just one mixologist bar, and yeah, just kind of keep it so that Sims can sit. I would take out this dance floor or just put like an invisible one down. I would use the other older looking music player instead and just have it so that Sims can sit, talk, dance, and drink. And that would be the only thing that Sims can do here. I would take these out. I wouldn't like that in there. I would keep the bathrooms and I would keep the office mainly intact. Definitely remove that, but just gives you guys some ideas of what to do in your own save files here. Lots of exploration that you can do as well in this world, and it looks so pretty. Like every part of this world is like a fall screenshot, and you know, I converted a bunch of fall CC. I will be re-releasing that on my Patreon, and everything is free, but it just gives you the opportunity to really spice up these. And because it's so tiny too, like it's always gonna run really well, you know. And you got like a beach area over here. It's really pretty, like a shipwreck kind of going. Yeah, they were going for like a shipwreck thing. Is that like a message in the bottle? I can't remember. I think you just find that through snorkeling. But yeah, you know, you light the fire here. Come sit. There's a grill. Looks like a shipwreck. The actual ship, the actual broken ship. So, and then you got your dive spot over here. You got your cats and torture. I definitely, like, I get it, you know, like I get the architecture and stuff. It's too high fantasy medieval for my modern plays. So I definitely have to revamp them a bit. Yeah, so you got like a little kitchen area in here. Probably a break room, right? Tattoo station, bathrooms, and then your salons, a waiting area, and then randomly a chin-up bar randomly. You have 2 dive spots, sorry. And I believe this is just a house. Yeah, just a house. Looks kind of similar to that one, but you can do whatever you want with that. Yeah, there's a lot of houses around here. Like this is a house, this is a house, this is also a house, I believe. Yeah, that's a house. But you can revamp it. You can do what you want. You can add whatever type of locals you want. Let's take a look at this area, the Witches Academy. So you have your little room flying station up here on the top of the building. You know, hats off to Possum. They're always doing something interesting, I feel like. And you've got like witches that sit and listen to lectures. Got this doll here. That is 𝗙𝗍. I mean, not 𝗙𝗍, but that comes with the game. I think it's the costume changing station. Your magic mirror and a rooftop here. So you can play with the Into the Future laser thing, right? And then you can paint and you can watch the stars. You can set off fireworks. A lot of random stuff here that, yeah, I would rip this whole lot up. I'd rip it up. If I'm being honest with you. This is nice though. This is cool. But I'd rip it up. It's cool, but you know, just not for my style, my modern play style. And that's what I mean, like more manageable, smaller worlds where you can just do whatever you want, whatever your heart desires, right? And that's how I would use them. So these are my 3 favorite fall inspired worlds. I really hope you guys enjoyed them. Some of them, you know, are more manageable than others. And I think that they're all just really beautiful and they all just look so pretty in the fall. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you try out the worlds for yourself. And I would love to see your screens. If you have a Tumblr, definitely comment down below what your Tumblr is so I can take a look at your screens and possibly reblog it on mine. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.